How are you doing? This is Tim Ward with Guard Digital Marketing. So I got this video coming to you guys as promised. I wanted to thank you real quick about taking time out of your day to receive that phone call from one of my team members and allowing us to get this video out to you. So here I have the website pulled up here, homepage in particular. Now I want to start out on a Google search engine page here. I typed in roofing Rockford, Illinois. So this is a keyword that somebody within the Rockford area would be typing in to find a roofing company to do some type of service for them. Now, in particular, we consider this a buyer intent keyword because it is a service attached to a location. So it's very specific on what they're looking for and where they're looking for it at. Now, we want to be able to rank for as many of these specific keywords as possible on the first page of Google, as 75 to 80% of people are going to be staying on this page when choosing a company. Now, there's a few different ways we can do that, right? The first section we're seeing is doing it through ads. I tend to typically stay away from these as normally 80% of people are instantly going to disregard these companies due to the credibility factor. It loses out on credibility. People would rather choose, especially for a service like roofing, to choose somebody ranking here organically, as they definitely seem more credible. Now, you can rank a Google business profile or you can rank your actual website too. Now, with you guys, let me see here. I believe you guys are just north in Loves Park, so you'd probably still be able to rank for Rockford, Illinois. I'm almost certain of it for your Google business profile. You would have to beat out most of your top competition here, though, when it comes to the ratings of your reviews, how many you have, making sure you're always responding to your reviews, putting in new pictures, frequently asked questions, things of that nature. Just really keeping your Google business profile up to date, lively, things of that nature will really help you out with ranking this. If you can be within the top 3 so nobody has to click more buttons to find you, that's going to be best. Now, if you can rank both organically, within the map pack and then actually your website here as well. And what's nice about your website, not only can you rank it for Rockford, but any other area you may want to serve. So you can rank it for any other, town across the United States. Not necessarily that you would want to do that, but you can target different areas through your website. Okay. Now, back to your guys' website here, real quick. So, I was kind of curious about this. I'm not sure if this is your actual location or if you're up in Loves Park. I was assuming it's there. I've looked at your Google business profile too. It says that's where your location is at. You just have to let me know for sure. So, I am sticking to Rockford, Illinois for the sake of the video. Now, overall, not a bad looking website. It's going to do what it needs to be able to do for the most part. The main thing I'm going to be looking at typically is content, okay, especially on a home page. And this is our main section here. Normally, we want to see about 1,500 to 2,000 words of content just on the home page alone. Now, that will vary some depending on what your top competition is doing, the area that you're serving, how many keywords are in there, so on and so forth. So we want to do a little bit of looking at what your top competition is doing, which is Eldridge here, especially when it comes to their content. So we can see right off the bat, decent section of content there. Another section here. Oops, I clicked something on accident. So our section there, so really not a ton, not anywhere near that sweet spot that I normally see, but still more than what you guys have currently. I'm looking at probably maybe 500 words of content just on the homepage. So that's where you would want to kind of stay within that zone, plus or minus 100. But you want to stay within that zone because Google's already ranked them to the top position. So they're using them as a reference point now. So we have to come in and sort of replicate what they're doing to stay within that sweet spot for this area, being roofing, Rockford, Illinois. And we don't want to steer too far away from what they're doing, as it can throw a red flag for our website in particular. So, with that being said, too, definitely some optimization here when it comes to content for the website, without a doubt. Now, the next thing I always do is I went ahead and I threw you guys into this paid program called Ahrefs. You can see these first two numbers here. This is great for quick comparisons of websites. I have a DR and a UR rating. Now, these are ratings out of 100, but really once you get into the 30s and 40s, we know you have a pretty powerful website at that point. But we can see not much power trust built with Google as of yet. That's only because you have one backlink coming from one referring domain, okay? Now, backlink is clickable text linking one website through to another, and the referring domain or the website holds a backlink for you, okay? Now, you've only built out one so far. So when you're building out these in the future, make sure you don't build out too many too quick. So there's a scheme behind doing it correctly. Also, You want to make sure you're getting high quality backlinks from very authoritative referring domains. And by authoritative, I mean their power and trust ratings are already pretty high. So when you get a backlink from them, it's going to grant more credibility over to your website in return. Also, you're only currently indexing for one keyword within your website. So here's where that content optimization within your website is really going to do you justice, right? We want to make sure people can find you and get into your website, convert through it, and generate you leads every single month. Because right now we're bringing in zero traffic to the website every month. And if we even look at the keyword that you have, it's Rizzo roofing, Apopka. Hopefully, I'm not saying that wrong. I might be saying that wrong, so I apologize there. But so it has something to do with your company name, right? Now, if people already know who you are, you're going to capitalize them on them anyways. We want to be able to rank for keywords where people are generally looking out there to find a company to do that work for them. So if we come over to Eldridge, I put them into this same program. Now you can see, their power and trust ratings really aren't that great either. So even your top competition isn't doing that well in this backlinking department, right? They are indexing for quite a few more keywords. This is where I would typically see a roofing company, in this size of an area without having a blog yet. Now, blog can help you out too with ranking because you're now become a one-stop shop for not only providing service but also having all the information regarding anything roofing, right? So you are now the go-to person Google sees. They are bringing in over 250 traffic per month, and if we look at their keywords, we can see a lot of them. Obviously, we see their second one is their name, but they are ranking for a lot of other keywords having to do with Rockford and roofing, right? And this is where you're going to generate a lot of your buyer intent leads coming through to your website and to you guys every month. Conversion rates on these specifically being buyer intent keywords through your website is going to generate you tons of leads every month. I wouldn't be surprised if they're generating, 30, 40, 50 plus leads per month just from these keywords that we're seeing through here, right? Because look, they're roofing Rockford, 500 searches per month, 51 traffic they're getting from that because they are, well within that first page, right? The first handful of positioning there. So that's what you want to be able to do specifically with your website, especially, and you can do that for any other service area location as well. So, with that being said, I like to keep these videos a little bit shorter, kind of sweet and to the point. If you have any questions or concerns, you can always feel free to reach back out to me too. I can always elaborate, help you out on anything you might need. Other than that, if you got this far in the video, I appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to do so and bearing with me for this. Other than that, use this information however you please. Have a great rest of your day. Hope to hear from you soon. Thanks. Bye.